I'm being forcibly removed from the building again of a public lobby, so.
So if you want to take off that gun and badge, I'm happy to scrap with you one day. You want to do it, let's do it. Let me know, buddy.
That is not a crime, and you're telling me to get out of my vehicle.
Do you know where Lieutenant Mingus is right now? So no, he's not in the building?
I don't know. I'm not.
What do you know? I'm not telling you nothing else until I find out who's driving that vehicle. You not a supervisor, bro. I need somebody higher than you right now.
I didn't break the law. I'm not going to be found guilty of anything. This is a waste of time. If you guys want to know who I am, I'll tell you who I am. Okay. You want to know what I'm doing here? I'll tell you what I'm doing here.
If you didn't know, I went to the police academy and they kicked me out.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Spit me on my face right now! She spit in my face!
Today's video takes us to HAHAHA, New York, where we find our favorite, oh, did I say favorite? Scratch that. We find our Frauditor, Long Island, out for a stroll, and he's going to record. I don't care what happens. Doesn't matter how many signs are on the wall says he can't. He's going to record. Well, sit back, watch, and enjoy.
Today we're at the Traffic Violations Bureau here in HAHAHA, New York, right here on Long Island. We are here today, as always, to peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to film in public and publicly accessible areas, to promote transparency and accountability within our government, and to ensure that our public servants respect our rights and treat us with respect.
I don't think that our good friend Sean cares about freedom or the First Amendment one single bit. He's in this for the money. If you look at his channel, he's got 315,000 subscribers. Look at some of the view counts on these videos. One of them has over 500,000. Regularly, he gets over 200,000 on each video after a couple of days. Wow, he's got to be making well over $500,000 on his channel. Yeah, he doesn't care about freedom. He cares about money.
Moments later.
There's no phone in here, okay? Put that down.
Put that down. Whoa, back away from me, man.
Put that down.
What are you doing?
Let's go.
Back away. Back away. This is not. I'm not in a courtroom. I'm not in a courtroom. Who are you? Why are you coming up behind me like that? What's wrong with this guy? Wow. Yeah, why are you coming up on me like that, man? Well, I'm not in any courtroom or I'm not in a courtroom or anything. I'm not in a restricted area. This is a public area.
I'm just asking you not to film.
But this is a public area. I'm not.
In the area.
Yes, I'm in a public area. This is a public area.
There's no filming in the area. Let's go.
Yeah, there's no reason for you to get. Listen, are you security guard or law enforcement? Are you security guard or law enforcement, sir? Can I get your name? Badge number 117. Hey, how you doing? Are you a supervisor here?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just taking some pictures and video. I'm a journalist.
Sure, come on over this way. I'm going to show you the sign.
Yeah, let me see the sign. Sure.
This is the sign that the officer wants to show our frauditor. He doesn't care what this sign says because this sign doesn't trump his right to the First Amendment of the Constitution of America. What utter nonsense, Sean. If it wasn't for clicks and views, you wouldn't do this. Just be a man and tell everybody.
No problem.
So you probably, I'm going to ask you to nicely to please shut this off and then read the sign and then determine how you want to proceed.
So what rules of the chief judge? Are you law enforcement?
Step back.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason for five security guards.
Read the sign and then stop recording.
Are you law enforcement, sir?
Yes.
You're law enforcement?
I'm going to ask you to read the sign.
Are you public safety?
And I'm going to ask you to read the sign.
Rules of the chief judge. Electronic recording and audiovisual coverage in court facilities, court proceedings. Yeah, of court proceedings. Whether or not the court is in session, forbidden. Where's the actual order? This is just the sign. Where's like an order from the judge?
That is the order from the chief judge right there.
Yeah, the chief judge of where?
So once again, you're in a courthouse.
Yeah.
You've read the sign. You've seen no video, no photographers, no recording.
What's the law though?
You've written it, and you might want to take a look at this because this is criminal contempt.
Pardon me, officer, but Sean doesn't care about any of that nonsense. He's been trespassed. He's been arrested. You name it, it's happened to him. He's been in the back of plenty of police cars, plenty of times, and he doesn't care because his First Amendment right trumps everything. He's a narcissist.
Yeah.
Continue, and you know, I don't want to see that happen.
You don't have you don't have arrest capabilities. You're a security
well,
guard.
if I do or don't, I can call a police officer and a deputy sheriff if you'd like me to. What can I do to assist you?
I mean, you could definitely call law enforcement. I would love for you to call law enforcement because I would like for you to get educated. This is not a law. These are policies, sir. Can I get your name?
Sure, Captain Wright.
Captain Wright?
Ray.
Captain Ray.
Yes.
Yeah, these are policies, and this officer here tried to come at me from behind and put his hands on me.
Oh, he tried to put his hands on you?
Yeah, he tried. I had to back up and put my hand to block him.
So anyway, how can I
Security
help you
officers
today?
and public
So
safety.
how can I help you today?
Security officers and public safety like yourself are here to observe and report, sir. They're not here to put. You're not here to put your hands on anybody, man. That's not okay.
So what can I do to help you today?
That's not okay. You're public
So what
safety.
can I do to help you today?
I'm not a
Because you
danger of the
speak
public
recording
safety. Yes, I am recording. So I'm a journalist. I have a First Amendment right to record in publicly accessible areas.
Sean is a journalist. I bet his mama's so proud of him. He's not a journalist. He's a joke. He's a loser. He lost his job during the pandemic. He was a warehouse manager. How could you lose your job as a warehouse manager? It would seem that job would have been in steady supply. I don't know, Sean. I think there's more of that than you're telling us.
Okay, but
I'm
not
gathering
here. This is a
content.
courthouse. The signs are very clear.
I'm not in a courtroom.
Do you have business here today?
I'm not in a courtroom. Yes, I do.
Well, it says if you actually read the sign, office or hallway.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask
So where's
you,
the courtrooms?
So I'm going to ask you
Where's the
nicely,
courtrooms? Is this the hallway of a
so I'm gonna ask you
courtroom?
nicely, you've read the signs.
But if you want to
Now
get
you've asked for
technical
a
with the
law
signs.
enforcement officer, and here he is, and maybe he can help you.
How you doing, sir? You law enforcement officer?
Yes, I am.
Suffolk County Deputy Sheriff?
Yes.
Can I get your name and badge number, please?
Anthony Islers, 579.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm just a First Amendment,
Yeah.
I'm a First Amendment advocate. I'm a journalist. I'm not in, there's no courtrooms around here where I'm at. These are publicly accessible areas. I'm just working on a story, gathering content for a story. Peacefully, I'm not bothering anybody, and they're making a big deal about it.
What are you trying to accomplish?
I'm trying to accomplish exercising my rights without having being told to stop. That's really what I'm trying to accomplish.
Mind talking about me out here real quick?
I mean,
I'd be happy to talk with you. You can inform me all you want.
I mean, we could talk, but
Pardon me, officer, but this yahoo is gathering content for his lame YouTube channel. That's what he does. That's all he does. He parades around the country under the guise of caring about our freedoms. Yeah, it's nonsense. He really does it for clicks and views, though, because I guarantee you, officer, if this yahoo were not being paid, he wouldn't do this nonsense. Do you think that I would sit here and edit videos all day long if I were not being paid? Oh yeah, I might do it, maybe one a day.
I don't want to talk out there unless you're going to. No, I'm just recording all the signage here and all the public documents that are inside.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm an independent journalist, like I told you. I'm just working on a story on the. I'm not anywhere near. It's a story on the Traffic Violations Bureau, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not anywhere near any courtrooms. Nowhere near courtroom.
All right.
No, not even in them.
This is.
I showed this gentleman all the signs and asked him to read it.
Yeah, but these aren't the
It just
law.
says
These
inside
aren't the
there.
law, though. These aren't the law, sir. These are signs. These are policies.
These policies of what the building is asking you of.
Yeah, they're policies. I have a right. This is a public building. I have the right to be in this public building. And just because I'm recording shouldn't restrict my access to the public building. I'm not bothering anybody. I'm not interrupting any courtrooms. I'm not doing anything of that nature. I'm not causing a disturbance. If anything, that security guard over there, while I was filming these signs over here, he tried to run up on me and grab me from behind. And I had to put my hand out to stop him.
Do tell, Sean. Oh my goodness, it sounds like you're going to need a safe space with plenty of warm milk and freshly baked cookies. Do you think that your mama will do that for you? Or maybe your wife? Yeah, I don't know how your wife puts up with you. But I guess you are making some money, and yeah, she's overlooking everything else she doesn't like about you for that money. Stop making that money. See what happens, Sean.
The guy right behind you, right by the computer screen over there. It was uncalled for. I'm a reasonable guy. I'm not trying to break the law. I'm not breaking the law.
I'm just saying.
I'm not breaking the law.
They have the sign up here for a reason.
I understand it's a policy, but they also, sir,
Yeah.
deputy, they also had signs once upon a time that said people of a certain skin color couldn't come into an establishment, correct? Were those signs acceptable? Just because it's on a sign.
Can we talk over here? So
I'd rather.
over here.
I'll get out the way. We can come over here.
Come over here. Just follow me over here.
We can come over here.
All right. You want? All right. Get it.
So now our bloody idiot moron Sean wants to liken the sign on the wall to civil rights movement back in the 1960s. Look, moron, I grew up in the South, and I remember seeing white only and colored only applied to water fountains, waiting rooms, restaurants, and everything else you can imagine. This has nothing to do with the civil rights struggle. You are truly a yahoo.
So what are you trying to do? Besides just record
I'm just recording in publicly accessible areas. That's all I'm doing. And if you are going to violate my rights in any way, you let me know that, and I'll take it up with the proper venue. If you're gonna arrest me for any reason,
I never said I was going to arrest you.
I would hope not. I'm not breaking the law.
That's why I'm just trying to talk to you, but I'd rather talk to you over there.
All right, but I don't want to go over there, sir. I want to stay where I'm at. This is a public building. I'd rather stay where I'm at, sir. Excuse me. I'm not running away from you.
Who do you work for?
I'm independent. I work for myself, sir.
Independent, you work for yourself.
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
You can. I've had a bunch of, I've gone through this before with, Suffolk County Police Department. You can call and check with them, even your own agency, sir. I'm sure they know who I am. They know I'm an independent journalist. They know I'm not here with any nefarious purposes or anything. I'm just here to document all the signs in the publicly accessible areas. I don't want to go near
I
courtrooms
understand that, but the signs are clearly saying no video, no photographs, no recordings.
Look, Deputy, Sean doesn't care what the sign says. Nothing trumps his First Amendment constitutional right because he's part of the press. Never heard such nonsense in my life. More people need to stand up to this idiot. Don't fear a lawsuit from him. Yeah, because all he has to do is e-beg from his subscribers, and they send him a wealth of money. It's unbelievable. They sent him, $17,000 on GoFundMe? That's preposterous.
I understand the signs.
I don't get what you're trying to do.
But they're not law. That's my whole purpose. I don't have any weapons. I obviously cleared through the metal detector, right? So I'm not a threat to anybody. I don't understand what's the big deal about a camera. I get what you're saying, the signs. Yeah. But there could be, like I told you, there could be any sign. You could put up a sign anywhere. I could put up a sign, and what does that mean? What law? You are law enforcement.
Well, what are you trying to accomplish by
I told you,
recording this whole building?
I told you I'm working on a story on this building. That's what I'm trying to accomplish. Yeah.
What's the story?
I'm gathering public information on the Traffic Violations Bureau.
Okay. Well, clearly you're not allowed to record here. It's based on the signs. I know you're saying it's not the law.
Yeah. You took an oath to the United States Constitution to uphold the Constitution. Did you, sir?
Yeah, I did.
I know you did. So, okay, so the First Amendment of the United States is we have freedom of press. Mm-hmm. So if anywhere that a regular citizen can go, I can go. I'm not in a courtroom. Judges have control over the courtroom, and this is where you pay your tickets. This is nowhere near a courtroom.
For some reason, Sean thinks that anyone who picks up a camera of any kind, whether it's a cell phone or professional camera, makes them a member of the press. How ludicrous is that? How stupid do you have to be to imagine something like that to be true? Well, you're looking at him. Right there he is.
Yeah, this is not a courthouse building. This is the Denison building. This is controlled by the county.
County executive to run a story.
I don't need their permission though. That my thing is that I don't need their. I see what you're saying, but I don't need their permission. That's the whole point, really. To be honest, I'm not in any room. I'm not breaking any laws. I don't want to cause a disturbance. I'm not going to. I don't know what else there is to really talk about. That's not my goal here. Do you have a supervisor I can speak to, maybe, or?
I don't have a supervisor here. No, I don't.
Can you call a supervisor? Are you stationed here in this building?
For the day, I am. That's about it.
Oh, okay. Can you call a supervisor?
You gotta speak with PD about that. They run it.
They run what?
They run this building.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm not PD. I'm not local police department.
All right, so I mean, why? Then what are we talking for? I want to talk to somebody.
I was told to come over here. You're not allowed to record in here.
I mean, I'm not breaking the law. You said it yourself.
That. I'm not saying you broke the law. I'm not saying you broke the law. I'm not saying you did anything.
Sean always wants to see the supervisor, doesn't he? I wonder if Sean's wife is a Karen, and when they go out to a restaurant and something's wrong with the meal, they ask for the manager. Yeah, his wife asks for the manager, and Sean asks for the supervisor. I bet they make a lovely married couple, don't they?
So I guess I'm just going to go about my business then. I'm not breaking the law. TPVA 9 a.m. morning calendars here. You guys are always recording us, right? You guys are always recording the people. Look at the camera right above you, man. Captain, excuse me. There's a camera everywhere, right? It's a big deal. You go into Walmart, there's a camera. There's always a camera going to be everywhere you go.
You can read the signs. Thank you.
I see your signs. I see them. But there also was signs at once upon a time that said that, you know, people of a certain skin color.
I don't go about once upon a time. I go about the present.
Well,
this is the sign.
and the present is that I'm openly defying that sign because I believe it to be unconstitutional.
Sean fancies himself some kind of civil rights icon. Let me tell you something, Sean. The difference between you and Martin Luther King is that he went to jail, and he sat in jail, and he didn't have to start a GoFundMe page for people to bail him out and get him attorneys. That's the difference between you and MLK. Yeah, don't compare yourself to the civil rights icons of the 1960s. You're not even close, Sean. You're a punk.
You have the right to believe whatever you like.
Okay. So this is the metal detector that we came through when we first walked in over here. So they know we don't have any weapons. We're not a threat to anyone. Ridiculous. The way they escalated like that. The way this man escalated the situation was horrendous. I'm glad I turned around because he was reaching to grab me, that's for sure. I get real bad tyrant vibes off this guy. So this is the clerk's office over here. The cashier's office where you pay your fines. What is it that they don't want us to know here?
Eventually.
But we have a win for the Constitution and for we the people. It's a beautiful thing.
Well, there you have it, folks. Sean is all happy. Score one for the Constitution. The only reason he wasn't let out of the building is because that deputy didn't have any jurisdiction there. But at any rate, Sean's all happy. The video continued for a few more minutes, and he tried to get the name of the security guard who approached him, all to no avail. But at any rate, if you enjoy watching idiots, imbeciles, and morons like the Long Island Frauditor on my channel, please subscribe. As always, thanks so much for stopping by. Cheers to that.